we're going to go ahead and start up another recording for FTL now. Okay, here we go. Launching FTL, and now we're going to go ahead and switch it over to live. And then of course we're going to update our game here because it's not Clue. It's faster than light. And then we're going to go ahead and rename L. Go. And now we're going to update our stream information. So okay, so it's not cooperative, not multiplayer, and not playing with viewers. So it is a single player game. It is let's see. Not going to be able to defeat all bosses, that's for sure, and get all the let's see. Let's put Let's Play down because that's a easy one to kind of go with. And let's see, anything else that we can use for FTL? Definitely not a blind player, nor a beginner player on this. So, although it has been a while since I've played FTL. So let's see. Um, I guess exploration probably works for it, so we'll go ahead and go ahead and do that. So, okay. I'll kind of shut down a little bit here. Let's go ahead and bring back our stream chat here so I can keep an eye on any chat messages that pop up. So, alright. It's looking like everything is pretty much in order at this point. Everything is looking good. So let's go ahead and get into this. So for those of you that have never played this before, I highly recommend this game. It is a very fun game. It can be a little difficult, but this is definitely not a blind playthrough for me. I've played this on one of my older accounts. So, but what's this? Oh, okay. So it's my um, my previous account information kind of got passed to this account. Interesting. Didn't really expect that. I was actually expecting to kind of redo it from start. Redo it from scratch. So let's go ahead and turn on the sound volume and music volume there. Okay. I mean, yeah, that's so. This is the very first vessel that you kind of start off with your three characters. This is your one and only ship. Um, and it really doesn't, you basically don't have very much of anything to it. So, um, but obviously you use it to gain additional vessels and the like. So, as you saw, I've played this before. So, okay, we are going to go ahead and stick with normal. And obviously we're going to have some interesting times with this. Now, let's see. Right now my webcam is kind of blocking down below here, so I'm not quite sure where a good spot for it will be, but we'll find out. So if you're watching right at this moment in time and you think there's like a better spot for it, feel free to let me know. Alright. Data you carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. You'll need supplies for a journey, so make sure to explore each sector before moving on to the next. But get to the exit before the pursuing rebel fleet can catch up. Tip: grinding sectors. It can be beneficial to stay in the sector for as long as possible to improve the ship, since each sector is increasingly difficult. And that's true. Um, the One of the strategies that I normally go with is staying ahead of the rebel fleet um, as much as you can. So you're basically exploring every single last world if you can. You're not able to, but I mean that's the intention that you should kind of go for. Now, okay. So I'm looking at this and already I'm seeing a problem. So let's go ahead and move my webcam here. Move it up to the top here for the time being. I guess that'll work for now. Alright. We don't have a whole lot of energy and the like. Um, Obviously, we're gonna want our weapons powered up. So when we do fight other um, enemies, we will have them kind of prepped. Now, these are very basic in terms of weapons. I personally don't really like missiles all that much, but that's me. Alright, so wow, okay, we only got one world to go to. There's our exit. I like these little unvisited locations here, these nebula areas, because it slows down the progress of the fleet. So we're gonna try to get down to like this particular location so we can kind of use it to go up with a slower fleet to get to the exit. Or at least that's the intention. So we warp. Once you arrive, your screen lights up with warnings. A nearby pirate seems to have advanced hacking tools, and they've tried to shut down your shields. Or your engines, sorry. Your crew manages to keep them barely operational, and you move into attack. Alright, So we have on their side there, they have a laser, and then they have their ion that disables shields. So um, seeing that this is 3 shots per, um, trying to disable the weapons are going to be a little difficult with just the lasers themselves. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to focus on um, aiming for the shields with the burst laser and using my missiles to take out the weapons. So there we go. Now they're gonna start repairing them. I really don't need the missiles anymore, so I only have 7 available, so I want to make sure that I don't waste them. There we go. That's not much. Okay. Let's see. Can't really purchase anything other than engines, which is, I mean, it's good for like the dodge and all that, but save. Normally, what I do is I save um, for the shields to kind of start off with. Um, you know, and getting power bars. So, yeah. All right. Let's move on to the next location. Okay. You find the rebel automated scout floating near this beacon. Despite its pristine condition, it appears to be deactivated. Attempt to download the ship's data stores, which will most likely activate the rebel automated scout, or just scrap it. Yeah, well, you might potentially find something better overall than just the 9 scrap, so instantly activate the ship's AI. Its weapons immediately go online. Prepare for a fight. Oh, okay, so it has drones, so this is going to be a very interesting one. Yep, there it is. Okay, so interesting. So the the drone will constantly be attacking the ship and the like, and of course its ion cannons will just fully disable the shields that are like at 1 strength. So what I'm going to want to do is disable that drone as fast as I can. So so what I want to do is put the missiles on the drone, because that will actually do damage to me. And then we're going to use the laser to take out the shields. I'm not too concerned about the ion cannon to start off with. I want to get rid of that drone first. Alright, so shields are gone. Drones kind of disabled a little bit, but we need to we want to make sure that the drone kind of remains disabled completely. So there we go. Let's focus back on the shield there. obviously, you know, you have potential for more damage, which means you're going to be spending scrap, but, you know, sometimes you get, you know, a little bit extra, like fuel and the like, or you might get a weapon out of it, or something along those lines, so. Okay. So I need about 50 in order to get to the 2 shield barriers, so I'm just gonna go ahead and save my scrap for that. And here they come. Okay. I want to get down here at, ahead of them so I can get into this nebula, so. Especially well-armed pirate ship approaches you. Hand over one of your crew members and the rest of your ship can go free unharmed. Draw straws and send a crew member over to the slavers. You instantly lose a crew member and nothing else happens. So you're basically putting yourself at a higher risk overall. We will never surrender one of our crew's slavers. That's the option. So they got missiles and weapons. So what we're going to do is we're going to focus on our guns and shields. There we go. So one of the nice things about slavers is that they will offer you an additional crew member um, for sparing their life. Now, you could say no to it and destroy their ship and get some scrap and, or you know, maybe some fuel and some missiles or something along those lines. But I find having crew members or more crew members in your team helps overall. So the fight is done. We have ourselves a spare crewman, and I can actually send him to our shields. So now we have someone that kind of boosts up the recharge on it. So and now we're going to go ahead and save our current positions so that he will always remember to kind of run back to that position afterwards. Do I have anyone that's hurt? No. Okay. So now we're going to move on to the next zone. Ooh, a store. Nice. Let's see. That's bad. Let's go to the store. There's only one other ship at the beacon showing heavy damage. You receive a message on your console. Greetings, traveler. We were crippled by abandoned pirates and are now forced to sell our remaining valuable equipment to acquire the necessary supplies to get home. Okay. I don't have a ton of scrap available, so, and I don't really have much in the way of things to sell off, so, but they don't really have much in the way of great items either. I mean, I can at least fix all. But to be honest, there isn't really anything else here that I really want at the moment. And I'm not going to sell off the Artemis to attempt to purchase something else. And even then, I wouldn't be able to. I would have to sell both of my weapons right at the moment in order to even consider buying another weapon. So yeah, it's not really worth it. There's nothing else. There's nothing really here for me. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna jump on down to this location. Okay, there's only 2 ships within range, and they seem to be engaged in battle. One of them has the markings of a space pirate. Aid the civilian ship, stay out of it. You want to aid. You want to fight this pirate ship. You power up your weapons and engage the pirate ship. Alright. Ooh, okay. That's a little mine layer. Okay, so once again we're gonna do the exact same strategy as before. We'll use our lasers to take out the shields and missile to take out the weapons. So. Oh. That was a complete miss. Actually. I don't have a whole lot of missiles right at the moment, so... let's see, I don't know what that... what this is going to do to my ship, so let's go ahead and try to disable it. There we go. Now we'll take out their shields. Oh, well, okay. They repaired it quickly. Ow. That's not great. Okay, pirate ship breaks apart, use and contact the civilian ship. So you get this for the pirate ship, so that's nice. Contact the civilian ship. Respond, it's a good thing you came when you did. We'd be dead now otherwise. I'm a shipwright, like to help you like you helped me. Captain offers to install a piece of equipment to your ship, so fire beam and some extra scrap. So that's always nice. So unless you're like in constant battle, take the time to repair your ship. So, and heal your crewmen. So. There we go. Now we're going to go ahead and... Ooh, let's see. I could purchase more shields, but I don't have the power bars for them yet. So let's go ahead and add our power bars in there. Or actually, hold on. Hold on. Before you ever kind of purchase, check out the surrounding area before you do. Now I gotta be a little careful here because these guys come up fairly fast, and if I'm gonna be going down here, then I will need to kind of be ahead of them slightly so that I can make the exit in time. So I'm probably gonna go 1, 2, and then into the nebula here. So, but there's no stores or anything like that in the next area, so I'll go ahead and put some more power in there. We can put, you know, extra power into the engines for now, and we'll go to this distress. Locations, civilian ship. Could you lead us there? Sure. Scrap down payment. We use your jump signals to follow you. Add a quest marker to your map. Okay. Now this could potentially throw a wrench into my plan. Oh, that's not great. Alright. I was kind of hoping that the quest marker would be like up here or something like that, but yeah, that's not good. Alright. Oh, that's not great. Okay, so they're gonna be shooting the crap out of us, but we have to disable um, their flight controls and their engines in order to stop them from going to FTL. So we're going to use our missile on the pilot and our lasers on the engine. Okay, so that's good. We're going to go ahead and set our missile to their shields. And we'll keep the lasers going on their engines, just to kind of keep them delayed. There we go. Yeah, not a ton, but it works. Alright. So, at some point in time, I will need to set up some additional points for the fire beam. Now, it doesn't do any kind of damage, but it just basically sets fires, which um, can be quite nice in some regards because it damages the crew and it damages their systems if it's not under control. And if you set fires to like across multiple rooms, then it causes them some problems. So not exactly the best weapon. I'm most likely gonna sell it off if I have a chance, but so I'm gonna need basically 85 scrap in order to get enough points for the fire beam. So we'll go ahead and save up for now. Alright. Intruders on board. Shots from... Seems there may be intruders on the ship. Alright. Oh, so we got all of them kind of congregated in our pilot. Now, I don't care if they destroy the pilot systems. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get our pilot out of there so that we're going to have all four of them in one grouping. Nope. 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 There we go. There we go. Danger averted. So now we can kind of repair the ship. Send this guy to get himself healed up. And now we can tell everybody to go back to their positions. You don't really get much out of that, unfortunately. So... See, this is already kind of dangerous already. See, that will get to probably about here before I can even get back to this zone. But the quest can be fairly nice sometimes, so... Oh boy, I'm gonna be facing off against the rebels on this at this point. This isn't a good start. Not a good start whatsoever. And you escort the ship to the required beacon. Unless to your dismay, you're ambushed by a rebel ship. You walked right into their trap. Okay. Not the... This drone right here won't really cause any problems, so per se, we want to disable their lasers though. So I don't have a whole lot of weapons on me though, so we're gonna focus on our beam lasers there, and we'll do the missiles there. See, their laser can't penetrate the shields, but this will. There we go. Now, don't need the missile anymore. Nope, nope, we're gonna keep our guns on that. And gone. No damage whatsoever, so that was a clean kill. So we got some fuel out of it, we got scrap out of it, but was it worth it? Not really. Not for the pain that I'm gonna be facing later. So yeah. So if I go back here, the rebels are probably going to get to. I won't make it to the exit in time for the to leave the system in time here. So, oh, this is just awful. All right, we're gonna just try to get as many missions as we can. Reasonable prices in a spectrum of frequencies and languages. This can sometimes be a trap. Okay, so raffle for our payday 2. No one signed up for it. Okay, well, I guess I'm holding on to those gifts for later then. It's unfortunate. This can be a trap, unfortunately, but I mean, I don't mind getting some extra fuel either for cheap, so yeah, I was afraid of that. We're on spurs. Explosion from the engine room. While assessing the damage, you detect the pirate ship closing fast. So he's gonna repair the shields. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Okay. So I'm not gonna waste a missile on their shields, their impenetrable shields for now. So we're just gonna let our lasers do the work on this for now. So they're gonna tear us up pretty good. So especially with the incoming missile, that's gonna add extra damage on that. Alright. Now that that's taken care of, we're gonna do this. Alright. Ooh, I could use missiles, but the scrap sucks. You can normally get more scrap out of this than what they normally offer you, but you have the potential of not getting as much other supplies. So here we go. Ah, got what I actually wanted. I mean, drones are nice and all, but typically, fuel and scrap is better. Um, Missiles are good for now, seeing that I'm using the Artemis, but again, not something that I'm like really aiming for. So, let's see. Could really use some more shields. We're gonna be needing more shields. So, there we go. So now we have double shields right at the moment. That's gonna keep me alive a little bit because I'm gonna be facing off against rebels twice. That's not great. Oh, I forgot to heal. It's hard to see why, but this beacon is apparently a tourist destination. One of the ships at the small stations offer a deal. You lose 2 drones, get 5 fuel. You always need fuel, and you can always get drones and get like a resupply of drones, so I'm taking this trade. Now, we have someone that is hurt, him. Let's go ahead and heal him up right now. Yes, we're going to be in for some fights. So, don't really have anything else to do, so. Oh, this is going to be painful. See, they are stacked right at the moment, so what I want to do is I'm going to try to aim my missile for their shields to disable their shields because I only got 3 shots, and then afterwards I'll try to fire my burst lasers into it. I'm going to wait until my missile fires first though. So this will kind of pause for the time being. That's not great. That's not great whatsoever. Ah, Jesus. Alright, this isn't good. I need those fires out. Oh, Jesus. I'm dead. There's no way I can come back on this one. So, just, that's what happens with FTL. So, I'll see what I can do to try to recover this situation, but with the drives down, weapons gone, yeah. Okay. So, we're gonna try to move him there. We'll get these 2 there to try to patch up the weapons. Our pilot's dead. Wow. That sucks. Okay. Door control's gone. Alright, well. Game over, guys. There's no way that I'm gonna be able to... Oh, go on. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and do a restart. That was just really bad luck in that one. Which happens. You know, the RNG can sometimes not be your friend. So, um, and my third weapon that I got, the fire, would not have really helped with the enemy at all. I didn't even take out their shields. So yeah, not even viable. So set off on auto fire. Okay. So that, and then we'll come over here for the nebula. So, or at least that's the intention. Let's see what we do. Alright. I'm not even gonna bother with our missiles at this point. Nice. Good deal, good deal. There we go. That's some good loot. Alright. Okay, go through distress. See what's going on here. I don't have the right crew for this very well. I mean, I can try to promise to help, but yeah, don't really have any additional options on that, so. Oh, that sucks. Wow, really? Gotta fix that crack. Alright. There we go. Get all healed up. And then go back to your stations. Alright. Oh, asteroids. No! No! Alright. Once again, we're going to just stick with our lasers. We're going to go ahead and hit their shields, or we're going to focus on their shields, because the asteroids themselves will do quite a bit of damage, so. There we go. Oh, damn it. That's actually some nice fuel and scrap, but you might be able to get a little. I might be able to get a little bit out of it, more out of it. So. A little bit more scrap, but the others, once again, not so much. Alright, so this is kind of bad. We want to try to get out of here as quickly as we can. Let our weapons guy repair the shields. Yeah. I need to jump out of there. Oh, damn it. I was kind of hoping that the rebels wouldn't overcome that. It would be slightly short, but nope. We're getting out of there. This isn't great. My shields aren't repaired yet. But... oh, lovely. Alright. There we go. That hurt a lot. Alright. Don't really have any kind of interior of what's going on in the ship. I don't really hear any kind of like fires or anything, so... but that hurt. Alright. Next nebula to kind of get ourselves a little bit more. As boarding party. Okay. Alright. This is gonna suck. Alright. This is a little bit better. Now these guys are gonna die, and we'll have both of them kind of fight him, so there we go. Thankfully there's no one else on board. Go heal up. Now normally I don't like the medical because I prefer the instant heal. Well, not the instant heal, but the cloning chambers. So. There we go. Okay, so we have a little bit of room to kind of move around here. So, but we are wounded right this time. So, you gotta explore as much as you can. So, you always want to go after the pirate. So, add a little bit more engines. Right, okay. So we want to disable that missile launcher as quickly as we can. Lasers. So we're gonna do that. Alright. Don't need that anymore. So normally I like to kind of aim for their oxygen because they need to have that working in order to survive, so that kind of sucks. But oh well. At least we now have extra shields. Yes, I do sometimes disable the med bay in order to get the shields going because the shields will save you a lot of heartache sometimes. So, all right. Oh no, this isn't good. You find a number of ships fleeing from a small space station. You hail them, asking what's wrong. Help us, we're being overrun by some giant alien spiders. Send the crew for help. Giant alien spiders is no joke, and problem is that humans are not exactly the best when trying to handle giant alien spiders. You typically lose a crew member on that. But sometimes it can be pretty beneficial. Oh, okay. Oop. Oh, there it is. My little celebration bow came off. There we go. Right now, your team stays in control, and before long you've beaten them back. Good. Contact the station owners. They're thrilled with your success and offer you a reward. A lot of missiles, so that's good. Not so much scrap, which isn't great. I'd rather have the scrap than missiles, but I'd rather have scrap than missiles, but alright. So you always want to kind of see where each of these areas can kind of lead to, otherwise you have the potential of getting yourself kind of stuck. So, oh no, asteroids. Alright, thankfully I have double shields, which helps, but they also have missiles, which isn't great. So what we're going to do is we're just going to let the asteroids kind of work with us here, so we're just going to aim for their shields, let the asteroids do some of the work. I mean, fuel's nice, scrap is decent, but normally you get more overall. Ah, damn it. Ah, shield. The doors are broken. This isn't great. Okay, that's not bad. I need those shit, and I need those doors repaired quickly. Alright. Send you back there. Keeping someone in the door enclosure helps because it prevents the fire from getting from, you know, escaping from one room going into another, so. Alright. Now we can get the heck out of here. And typically, your shield recharges faster than the asteroids can hit. Typically. But if you have a single shield, sometimes the asteroids can kind of breach your shields, but with two, you shouldn't have to worry about it too much. So, alright. Hull isn't doing great. Been destroyed or damaged during the rebellion. However, there have been reports of a Mantis war camp only a few jumps from us. Can you help? Pledge to do what you can. There's some extra scrap. That's not too shabby. Alright. Let's see. Everybody's pretty much at full health. It looks like everything's pretty much in good order. I really don't like the hull being the way it is, but okay, so the quest marker is not on this, so it's in the next sector. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna basically do 1, 2, 3, and then exit. Or at least that's the intention. So far, haven't found any store, so reject their offer. Alright. As long as this doesn't penetrate our shields. I have nothing to fear from this weapon here. So. Oh, okay. Charging their FTL, huh? Nope. See, that's one of the positives of you know, keeping your missiles kind of like on standby. I can actually do that without too much problem. So. Okay. Let's see. Eventually I do want to get the weapon controls all the way maxed. Having a readout of ship's interior is nice. You can kind of get to see where the enemies are. You know, door systems are kind of nice too, but I want to get some more. Or actually, hold on. Let's see. There's no stores in the immediate area. I'm not feeling that great right at the moment. So I'm hoping that maybe in the next couple areas, we'll have like maybe a ship or two that can repair the damage. Maybe. spot a small automated rebel ship nearby. It seems a bit rude. Transport rather than combat. Does not seem to want to engage you or your ship. Demand to surrender their goods or the ship. Well, they're a rebel ship, right? So you typically want to go against the rebels, so and to surrender their goods. Prepare to secure their cargo by force. Face off against them. Let's see. They look they're trying to escape. Great. Okay, so wait. Oh, okay. So I saw this and I'm thinking maybe they'll have a drone. They're gonna be causing some problems drone-wise. No, no, that drone basically means that there's a repair bot on their ship, or it's a security bot. Normally it's a repair bot, which means they will repair their systems a lot quicker than normal, which is problematic. So, what we want to do is we want to try to take out their shields and engines at the same time, otherwise they're gonna fly out of here fairly quickly, so. Oh, that's not great. Okay, that's good. There we go. They can't do anything to me, not with their single shotgun, so. Ah, damn. Oh well. You just got scrapped from a weapon ship. Now, if there was a way for you to actually have killed off the people on board, you might have been able to actually get some, like a upgraded weapon or whatnot, but yeah, it doesn't always work out that way. Okay, so let's see. Typically you can kind of judge where the next row can kind of go to. I mean, if you really want to, you can kind of count the hexes a little bit to kind of give a rough idea. So like, you know, you have 6 here, so you can kind of go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it'll be like right there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the possibility of getting to the exit on their second could potentially happen. So do I want to go here, here, and then there? I'm risking them being at the exit. I've got no glory, right? Nothing. That was a waste. Nearby pirate seems hand tools, try to shut down your engines. Crew manages to keep them barely operational. You move into attack. So, alright. Not great. Oh, that's also not great. So... let's see. Yep. Those mantis guys, they will... Oh, that hurt a lot. There we go. Alright. That's actually pretty decent overall. Um, Still took a hit though, so that's not great, but let's go get everybody healed up. Fortunately, there's no real good way of stopping missiles unless you actually have the hard shields, but... Alright, so there's... Ooh, I was worried, but we were able to make it to the exit without too much difficulty. Okay, so... I want to boost up our... Let's see. Hmm. Do I want to boost up our reactor? Get 2 more bars? Or do I want to put some more? Put another one in there. And we're gonna move those around because problem with, you know, getting damage from your weapons, it will disable weapons from right to left. So um, so the furthest to the right will get damage first. So you typically want your best weapons on in the first slot. Um, so it will any damage to the room will hit this one spot first, and then it will disable the Artemis, and then it will disable the burst lighters. So I didn't really do that last time, but so it doesn't really matter all that much. So okay, off we go to the exit. You appear near. Uh, you arrive near a damaged and dilapidated space station. It appears to be abandoned, but you detect faint life signatures on board. Board the station and look for survivors, scraps on debris. Sometimes you may get a survivor out of this, but sometimes you might also lose someone. So this has a potential, uh, you know, for losing someone on that. Or you could just say, yeah, forget it, we'll just go ahead and scrap everything. Normally I don't do this. I go ahead and look for survivors because if I can get an extra crew member out of it, then it's good. And I did. You find the source of the signal, a lone survivor that locked themselves in a storage closet. You quickly retreat with them and tail back to the ship and hope they recover enough to be of some use. So I get an extra crew member and some scrap. So that's nice. So now we can actually have someone that is in charge of the shields now. So our shields will be able to recharge a little bit faster. So, okay. There's nothing else that we can really do, so we're moving on to the next sector. Oh boy. Obviously, red areas, you can get a lot of potential scrap out of it, but it's also very dangerous for you too. Typically, you want to kind of go towards the green zones so you aren't attacked as much. You can still get some scrap out of it, so it's not like it's completely devoid of scrap. But um, I mean, you'd probably get more scrap out of this. But here's the thing: with Mantis controlled, you're talking about a lot of onboard fighting, and they tend to send one, if not two, Mantises on board your ship, which will tear humans apart. So I'd rather go with the Zoltan, and if I can get a Zoltan or two, that's nice. But they're often fairly difficult to get allies from. So Alright. Okay. I don't have that much scrap on me right at the moment. There's the quest. I do want to get to the store to repair some of my damage. But I may need to kind of go a roundabout way to get to the store. Okay. Now let's go to the store first. There's nothing really here. Well, I mean, I can't purchase any of it, so, and I don't have any drone control to handle this, so that kind of sucks. Obviously, I don't want to sell off my weapons right at the moment, so we're just gonna repair a lot of the damage, and that's about it. That's about as much as we can do right at the moment, so not great, but alright. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of fly in a roundabout way to get to this quest, and then we'll fly down into the nebula to get to the exit. So that's the plan anyway. So let's see what happens. Another pirate trying to bribe. Alright. Damn. I was kind of hoping that I could take out their missile. There we go. Oh, damn it. It resets their progress, so I mean that's not bad, but sometimes this is actually pretty good to kind of take the more generous bribe, but if they're like attacking like a civilian ship, sometimes you can get like a weapon from the civilian ship or whatnot, so and you get more scrap overall anyway when you destroy them, so I'm just gonna miss out on the number of missiles. Which again, I'm not really that big of a fan of, so alright, I don't need missiles anymore. So there we go. Oh, yeah. So basically, if you left them, then you wouldn't have gone to see the ship that you rescued. But I got a lot less on rewards from the pirates. You know, less scrap, less missiles. You know, no drones. So aid on an arms dealer that usually only works with rebels. It's a store. So I love this store. I really do. I really wish I could kind of make you know, I would love to purchase a scrap recovery arm. Don't really need these two per se. Um, Clone Bay is nice. And then of course, you know, repair, right? But I don't have anything. If I sell off the Artemis, that's just going to give me 30. And none of the replacement weapons are 30 or less. So damn. So okay, we got someone wounded. You need to heal. And now we can go ahead and jump to the next destination. Short time, process done. They contact you. Thank you for participation. Please accept these small cakes made from stiff dough. Alright. There's another store. It's gonna be kind of difficult to make it to the quest if you guys keep on giving me stores in the wrong direction that I want to go in. I'm not going to be able to do much with this store anyway. So let's go with the distress first. A kind of refugee ship drifting in space. It looks like it was fleeing a rebel advance and ran out of fuel. Not sure anyone is on board. Hail them. Alright. The vessel is relieved to hear from you. They're running low on supplies. They suggest... Wait. Didn't it just say that it was kind of running low on fuel? Why are they offering me fuel? But I'll definitely take this. I don't mind losing drones for 8 fuel, so that's good. Alright, so I can go down to the store and then go this way to the quest, or I can head along this route and head down to the quest. So I think I'll go this way. The store isn't something that I can do right at the moment, so Russian, Zoltan, Frater, the Mantis, they're here. Please, you're interrupted by fire off the port bow. Okay, so we're gonna get boarded. This laser might not get through the shields, but this will, so alright, so we got 2 that are, or we have one that's kind of trying to take out our cameras. We're not gonna let that happen. Oh. There we go. We're good. Emergency respirators, huh? Okay. This is really nice when you can get this to happen, so. So let's see, what does the emergency respirators do? Retake half damage from low oxygen. That's good. I like that. I mean, it's... I can sell it off if worse comes to worse, but... I mean, I don't absolutely need it, but... Okay, if I go there, there, it should be fine. Maybe. Normally it doesn't, like, take 2 zones like that, but... oh, then again, it could. Frack. Alright. We gotta exit. We gotta get out of here as quickly as we can. Which means that our FTL drive and all that. We're gonna receive some amount of damage. Nothing I can really do about it, but... oh, that was a miss. Nice. Ah, oh, son of a... go. That was close. Okay, well, that's not great. Oh, I don't have anything to worry about these guys. Okay, never mind. Let's make sure that they're completely delayed, though. There we go. Done. Nice. 20 scrap. Alright. Ooh. I might face the rebels again here. By the madness campmen, and there are far too many of them to count accurately. Send a long-range message back to the settlement with your findings, but unfortunately there's not much you can do. Be suicide to attack directly, leave before they notice you, or bombard their key structures. Let's bombard their key structures because it's highlighted blue and sometimes you can get some good stuff out of it. So, find their fuel depot, but a shot from the surface rips the missiles to shreds. They must have planetary defense system set up already. Right, of course. So, Okay, so they just have the one gun. Let's go ahead and aim for their transport systems because they're just gonna cause problems on this. And they're oh yeah. I mean, if they want to keep on fighting in there, that's fine. I mean, I have no problem on continuing to shoot them. Okay, there we go. All done. That was actually a fairly easy fight, all things considered. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, that's in their correct positions, yeah. Alright, let's see. Okay, that's 100 right there. Won't be able to get that, but if we do like one more here, then we might be able to do like an extra weapon at some point in time. So we'll go ahead and gives ourselves some extra boost on that too. Well, that's not great. I'm definitely going to be facing the rebels again. Okay. Nope. There we go. Not bad. Let's see. Oh boy. This is going to be kind of problematic here. Let's add some evasion onto this, shall we? Because I'm going to need it. Oh, this isn't great. Okay. Well, thankfully, I'm not going to be, okay. focus on their shields a little bit. There we go. Alright. Now we're actually okay to kind of repair any kind of damage and the like. Now our power systems are pretty crap right at the moment, but we can kind of handle that a little bit. So, okay, you need to be healed as well. There we go. So that was actually a pretty easy fight overall. So let's go ahead and jump. Okay, so if I was to pick this one, then they would definitely overtake the exit. So we don't want to fight at the exit, so we're just going to go straight there. So typically your damage repair is at 3 to 4 scrap per. This is offering at 2. No, there's actually stations that do 2 per. So it's just basically saying, hey, you want to repair your ship? So, and I don't mind. Alright, so there's that. So let's go ahead and reset our systems here a bit. And now next sector. See what I mean? Alright. So if I picked this spot, then we'd be going into 3 hostile sectors before the next civilian. If we go to this spot, we only have 2 hostiles before we can get to, you know, something a little bit easier. So we're gonna go to that. Alright. Aha. We have quite a few nebulas here. So okay, so I'm gonna go there, and then swing around this way to make the best use of this nebula. So, yep, already an attack, and they're already at double shields already. That's not great. So that's nice. Okay, for this guy to repair everything, get healed up, and then we'll move on to the next zone. Jump. Alright. Into civilian ship. Sure. Okay. That might be a problem. So if this can take out my shields, but we'll see. It can't. So there's really no need for my missiles. That won't remove the shields, and this can't penetrate the shields, so, or normally can't, so I don't really need to worry about it. It did penetrate the shields. Okay. That's not great. There we go. I don't have a whole lot of missiles left. I really need a better weapon. Ion Blast. I mean, sure. That's a decent weapon. Well, I mean, it's good for disabling their shields, which allows for the burst laser to kind of come in and, you know, hurt them even more. But so I don't need to use missiles as much. But let's see. Let's go ahead and focus on our shields a little bit. Actually, hold on. Undo that for now. Let's see. Okay, there's no stores in the immediate area, but I mean, I need 100 to get the okay, that's great. Beat air. Alright, so there. This is well. Damn it. No, I don't want to vent the fire out. I need that oxygen repaired as quickly as I can. Oh, no, no. Shit, no. I completely missed the... I was so focused on mine, they're gonna jump. Oh, well, that's just lovely. Let's see what needs to be vented out here. Alright. That should give enough time for the fire. Normally you hear it, but I'm not hearing it very well, so I'll go ahead and close all doors. So and now that should be enough to get everybody going back to their own respective rooms without too much difficulties. Yeah, there we go. Alright. That kind of sucked. And that's going to be problematic. Alright, so I really don't need that hacking to really do. There we go. That's a nice amount of scrap. That's good. That's even better. Alright. Now I have some good weapons on me. Alright, so don't have a lot of room for it though. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we're going to do this, shut down those, do that. Okay, I can still put the ion blast on, so we can do that. So now we got basically 6 shots per charge plus a little bit of a energy drain for the shields. So it helps because while the missiles can be helpful in that it goes through their shields, the pilots can be fairly as you get further along, the pilots can get a little bit more dodgy, so your missiles won't hit as often, and you have a limited amount of them, so these will never run out of power or anything along those lines. You know, obviously if your weapons get damaged, you know, these will have some problems, but intruders on board, great. this guy attacking the weapons won't hurt the ship at all, so... Or at least won't do any kind of hull damage unless the weapons itself gets damaged, so... So, get everybody over here to repair the weapon, and all done. So, back to your positions, everybody. Let's get the heck out of here. Store's out of the way. We'll just go to this one. Nope, don't need it. Don't want it. Alright. Let's go ahead and bump up. Grab one power bar so we have the life support going up. So, alright. So now it's just a matter of getting to the exit. We're gonna ignore that store, so... Oh, this isn't great. That's not great either. So I need to finish this guy as quickly as I can. Forgot about that damage. Oh, you want to hack that? Be my guest. Go right ahead. Matter of fact, I'll do you. Now there we go. Oh, that's not great. We need. Nope, I'm dead. I was afraid that that was gonna happen. Okay, folks. It is getting close to 11 o'clock. I have about 1 more hour left on my 12-hour stream. And then we'll go ahead and close it down. We're doing the noon to midnight here in, well, where I live anyway. So, so we're gonna switch on over to Subnautica. I'm not gonna be able to get to the end content for this game. As you can see, it can be fairly tough, especially if you don't have the right amount of luck. I took a gamble and I lost, so it's what happens. So I was kind of hoping that I could get to a zone that would allow for me to you know, find another store, but it didn't happen. So, but all right. So, according to my schedule, we normally we're going to be stopping our FTL playthrough. Okay. So we have. I'm just gonna go ahead and go back to the main menu, and we're gonna go ahead and close it down here. So that was FTL. As you can see, it can be really tough for like the very first ship out of it all. I mean, as you kind of progress on the ships, you get sometimes some better weapons, some better crew. Life becomes a little bit easier. This by far is probably the worst ship to kind of start off with. Um, Typically, I mean, there sometimes it's good for some, it might be bad for others, but for the most part, I've never really got that happy with the Kestrel. So, but we're going to go ahead and kind of leave it there. So, um, now the last bit of content that we're doing today, I'm going back to an old staple of mine. We're going to do another playthrough of Subnautica on hardcore. We're going to start from the very scratch, or from the very start, and we're going to play hardcore. Now, you might be asking yourself, well, Jim, you've already played Subnautica before. We've seen it on your channel. You've done the hardcore. Well, that's true. That's true. But this time, I'm affiliate. I have other things going on that could potentially make my life a little bit more interesting. So, I have the channel points, which, if you don't have, um, a ton of points, obviously, you can't really do too much to me. But the other thing that could happen is uh, I have the Streamloots option now, which allows for users to purchase some cards that um, could potentially put my life at risk on Subnautica. So, um, yeah, look at the Strange Bucks right at this moment in time, and um, yeah, there's nothing here that could really kind of cause like, yeah, there's nothing here that will cause me any kind of problems. But I mean, I do have the Streamloots right at the moment, and that has the potential of causing me some difficulties. So, um, so if you wanna get in on some of that action, then that's a possibility if you want to try that. So obviously you don't have to if you don't want to, but we're gonna probably play about an hour's worth of Subnautica, which I'm probably gonna maybe get to like maybe midway through. Explore the aura and maybe get um, the sea moth and the the prawn suit maybe. It all depends. So depends on how good my luck is when it comes to that. Or I could die pretty immediately. I mean, it is hardcore. So we're gonna go ahead and shut down FTL. It's always I played quite a bit of FTL. Um, so am I the best at it? No, probably not. There's other strategies that you can kind of do with the game. I just kind of prefer um, my specific playstyle for it, and that's different based off of everybody else's. There might be individuals that absolutely love missiles and you know will completely attest to it. Up one side and down the other kind of thing. So, um, but to each his own. So. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and shut down the recording for YouTube so that we can move on, so I can upload it fairly easily to my channel. So, and then we're going to go ahead and start it right back up again. We're going to play for about uh, we're gonna play our last hour of Subnautica on hardcore. So let's get started on that.